Then the word of Yahweh came to Jehu son of Hanani against Baasha, saying, Because I raised you up out of the dust and made you ruler over my people Yisrael, but you walked in the way of Jeroboam and made my people Yisrael sin, to provoke me with their sins. See, I am going to sweep away Baasha and his house, and shall make your house like the house of Jeroboam the son of Nebat. Anyone belonging to Baasha who dies in a city the dogs eat, and anyone belonging to him who dies in a field the birds of the heavens eat. And the rest of the acts of Baasha, what he did and his might, are they not written in the book of the annals of the sovereigns of Israel? So Baasha slept with his fathers and was buried in Tirzah, and his son Elah reigned in his place. Moreover, the word of Yahweh came by the prophet Jehu son of Hanani against Baasha and his house, because of all the evil that he did in the eyes of Yahweh in provoking him with the work of his hands, in being like the house of Jeroboam, and because he smote them. In the 26th year of Asa sovereign of Yehudah, Elah son of Baasha began to reign over Yisrael in Tirzah 2 years. And his servant Zimri, commander of half his chariots, conspired against him as he was in Tirzah, drinking himself drunk in the house of Artsah, who was over his house in Tirzah. Then Zimri came in and smote him and killed him in the 27th year of Asa sovereign of Yehudah, and reigned in his place. And it came to be, when he began to reign, as soon as he was seated on his throne, that he smote all the household of Baasha. He did not leave him one male, neither of his relatives nor of his friends. So Zimri destroyed the entire house of Baasha, according to the word of Yahweh, which he spoke against Baasha by Jehu the prophet. For all the sins of Baasha and the sins of Elah his son, by which they had sinned and by which they had made Yisrael sin, in provoking Yahweh Elohim of Yisrael with their worthlessnesses. And the rest of the acts of Elah and all that he did, are they not written in the book of the annals of the sovereigns of Yisrael? In the 27th year of Asa sovereign of Yehudah, Zimri reigned 7 days in Tirzah, and the people were encamped against Gibbethon, which belonged to the Philistines. And the people who were encamped heard it said, Zimri has conspired and also smote the sovereign. So all Yisrael set up Omri, the commander of the army, to reign over Yisrael that day in the camp. And Omri went up and all Yisrael with him, from Gibbethon, and they besieged Tirzah. And it came to be, when Zimri saw that the city was captured, that he went into a high place of the sovereign's house, and burned the sovereign's house down upon himself with fire and died. Because of the sins which he had sinned in doing evil in the eyes of Yahweh, in walking in the way of Jeroboam, and in his sin which he had committed to make Yisrael sin. And the rest of the acts of Zimri and the conspiracy he made, are they not written in the book of the annals of the sovereigns of Yisrael? Then the people of Yisrael were divided into 2 parts. Half of the people followed Tibni son of Ginneth, to make him reign, and half followed Omri. But the people who followed Omri were stronger than the people who followed Tibni son of Ginneth. And Tibni died, and Omri reigned. In the 31st year of Asa sovereign of Yehudah, Omri became sovereign over Yisrael and reigned 12 years. He reigned 6 years in Tirzah. And he bought the hill of Shamaron from Shemer for 2 talents of silver, and built on the hill, and called the name of the city which he built Shamaron, after the name of Shemer, owner of the hill. And Omri did evil in the eyes of Yahweh, and did evil more than all those before him, and walked in all the ways of Jeroboam son of Nebat, and in his sin by which he had made Yisrael sin, provoking Yahweh Elohim of Yisrael with their worthlessnesses. And the rest of the acts of Omri which he did, and the might that he attained, Are they not written in the book of the annals of the sovereigns of Israel? So Omri slept with his fathers and was buried in Shamaron, and Ahab his son reigned in his place. In the 38th year of Asa sovereign of Yehudah, Ahab son of Omri became sovereign over Yisrael, and Ahab son of Omri reigned over Yisrael in Shamaron 22 years. And Ahab son of Omri did evil in the eyes of Yahweh, more than all those before him. And it came to be, as though it had been a light matter for him to walk in the sins of Jeroboam son of Nebat, that he took as wife Isabel the daughter of Ethbaal, sovereign of the Sidonians. And he went and served Baal and bowed himself to it, and raised up an altar for Baal in the house of Baal, which he had built in Shamaron. And Ahab made an Asherah, and Ahab did more to provoke Yahweh Elohim of Yisrael than all the sovereigns of Yisrael before him. In his days Hiel of Bethel built Jericho. He laid its foundation at the cost of Abram his firstborn, and at the cost of his youngest son Segub he set up its gates, according to the word of Yahweh, which he had spoken through Yahushua son of Nun.